We're finally here. Hopefully about to avenge the death of Tao Pai Pai. Just through that door awaits the battle against Minagho, Staunton, and Nurah. Ordinarily, the point of this channel is to showcase Pathfinder the Wrath of Righteous as experienced by a first-time player, meaning as the experiences are new, see what we can do, adapt to it, and deal with whatever the aftermath might be. Obviously, this fight is not blind to me. This is the computer role-playing game experience, so we need to try to adapt to the situation that we know is upcoming. So with that in mind, Minagho in Tao Pai Pai's run led off with Waves of Fatigue, followed by Phantasmal Putrefaction, followed by Divine Power. So because of the Waves of Fatigue, I am going to do a new formation. First of all, we're going to spread back out in the hopes that fewer people are caught in the Waves of Fatigue. And hopefully people are still within range of each other for their saves against the Phantasmal Putrefaction. But if not, I'll deal with that. Next, my arrangement. So I want Land to be in second position. This is so that he can hopefully take a shot at Nurah if she's still around. And if he kills Nurah, then any additional arrows will hopefully go against Staunton. The third position, I want Camellia. Her role is going to be
You can trust me.
Fortune and Evil Eyes. Going into combat is pretty low on her priority list, so she should be able to do that from that position fairly well. In the fourth slot, I want Regil. He is going to try to go into combat. So being in fourth position, hopefully he'll be far enough away that he won't be caught in the Waves of Fatigue. And then he should still be able to move up and attack whoever I deem is necessary, whether that's Nurah or Staunton. In the fifth position, I want Sozio.
My will is resolute.
His primary purpose, as always, is keeping people on their feet if necessary, with channeling or healing or various other things. When that's not necessary, he will probably be giving Touch of Good to Lan. Might throw in a Holy Lance at some point in time. That only lasts 5 rounds, so I don't think that that's going to be a buff that I have going in. And then finally,
Yes.
Ember in the 6th position. Her goals are going to be Protective Luck, Fortune, and Evil Eyes. If she has opportunity, she might try to throw in a Ray of Exhaustion. That's a scare. She might try to throw in a Ray of Exhaustion or something like that, but that's kind of low on her priority list. But if I think it's appropriate, we'll do that. So let's reorganize. Okay, now buffs. One of the features of using so many save and restores in the computer role-playing game experience in Acts 1 and Acts 2 is that I didn't really feel it was necessary to stock up on scroll. I forgot I still have some cure scrolls. Stock up on scrolls and potions that I thought might be appropriate, that I thought might be useful. I do not have any scrolls of haste. Hold person, heal, haze of dreams, harm. Haste would be after harm, but before haze. So I don't have any scrolls of haste. I do have some scrolls of stone skin. Neither Woljif nor Nenio have scribed that into their spellbook yet. But I think Staunton likely has a weapon, either through Greater Magic Weapon or maybe on its own, a weapon that will bypass damage reduction from Adamantine. And I don't know about Minagho. Minagho probably won't be attacking until fairly late anyway. So hopefully Stone Skin won't be relevant. What kind of wands do I have? Alright. Other buffs. Zoziel, I'm not sure if this is a reasonable idea going forward, but I'm going to cast Enlarged Person on him. Because while his primary goals are going to be healing
I will
and
lend you my aid.
Touch of Good, if he can get close enough to Staunton or somebody else to help Regil flank, then that would be good, even if he's not attacking himself. With Enlarge and a reach weapon, maybe he'll be close enough to provide flank for Regil and or Camellia. So, this does lower his initiative by 1. It lowers his reflex saves by 1. It lowers his armor class by 2. But regarding the armor class, I mean, that's not relevant, really. If things want to attack him, then they're going to. The only other buff that I have that I'm going to go in with is
The goddess protects us.
Prayer. Alright, so let's give him a Meta Magic Rod of Extend. It used to be that Prayer wouldn't work with this for some unknown reason. I don't know why, but it's on. Let's go ahead and cast a Prayer. Does that get everyone? Yes? Alright. And yeah, so there's no reason why Prayer shouldn't be able to be extended. I'm surprised they still haven't fixed this. Whatever. Alright, no need for you to be carrying that then. So Prayer, of course, is a spell that also affects the enemies. But I don't know if he's going to have time to do that in combat. So let's do a quick save. Maybe I should try summoning something. And let's go in.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go. Why are you so slow? They're almost here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Don't you feel it? She's got that damn rag with her. I can't teleport. She's going to kill us.
If she kills us, then so be it. But this is my city, and I will fight for it to the end. And you, my love, you will be with me to the end.
Hello, Minagho. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts. It's us again.
Alright, so I've been trying to be good to Staunton and get him back to the Crusader side and stuff like that, even though the Crusaders will absolutely rip him apart. Let's continue with that.
The side of good? You mean Queen Galfrey's side? I've lost almost everything, but not my self-respect. If tyrants like her are good, then I surely belong in the abyss.
Why are you fighting with demons?
You have the audacity to ask me that? I fight on this side because the other side didn't give me a chance. Yes, I made a terrible mistake, and Drezen fell to the demons. The Queen should have had me hanged. I deserved it. But she found a far worse punishment for me. False mercy. When she spared me that day, she said she wanted to give me a chance to make amends. And I believed her. For 70 years, I've crawled on my knees, shedding my blood for Mendev. Only been spat in the face for it. For 70 years, I watched generations of Crusaders grow old and die, never once changing their tune about Staunton the traitor. What else could I give for my mistake? What more punishment could I suffer? How could I ever deserve forgiveness? And one day, I realized there's nothing I can do. The Queen had doomed me to a lifetime of humiliation. And when I grew desperate, I only had two choices. To become my own executioner and carry out the sentence she rescinded that day, or go over to the other side. Put yourself in my place. Imagine yourself in that position. What would you choose?
I don't know. I haven't had a particularly nice time either in the River City. First there was the fire, then there were lots of other things. But I'm not angry at the people. I know they didn't do it out of malice.
I am thoroughly sick of all this nonsense about good people. Does your charred little brain have any inkling of what's occurring around you? Allow me to enlighten you. The good person standing before you is personally responsible for the excruciating deaths of dozens of soldiers. The same soldiers for whom you claim to care so dearly. And you are still dim-witted enough to call him good?
Oh, girl. I should have followed your example dozens of years ago and found shelter in blissful madness. Maybe a feeble-minded beggar with no name and no memory would have been happier than the condemned traitor Staunton Vane. But now it's too late for that, too.
Alright. Time to needle Minagho a little bit.
You have no idea how tired I am of you, mortal. But never mind. Today, we will finally be done with you. Right, Staunton? Right, sweetie?
You know, I once heard a peasant trying to convince his sick sheep to overcome her constipation and share her impacted torrent of crap with the rest of the world. The sheep was obviously very dear to the peasant, and he cooed and called her lambkin and darling as he described the process in graphic detail, apparently to inspire the beast. Well, listening to that wasn't half as stomach-churning as listening to your filthy demon mouth spewing honeys and sweeties all over the place. Ugh.
Alright, I don't mind Lan nearly as much as some of the comments I've seen on the Owlcat's message board. However, this little soliloquy is a little long and not really well placed. Okay, let's continue to needle Minagho.
That's not your concern, mortal.
That's right, I forgot about that. Back at the Lost Chapel when she and Staunton were observing, there's some sort of weird something wrong with her face.
The Masters punished her cruelly for her failure in Canabras. As you can see, the leaders of the demons are as patient with their slaves as the Crusaders are with their commanders.
Sweetie, why are you telling her this? What does it matter?
Quiet.
Alright, this indirectly calls Staunton a coward and a traitor, so I don't want to do that. So, let's just do this.
Right. No point in wasting time talking. To arms!
Staunton, darling.
Stop whining! Didn't you swear your eternal love to me? Promised we'd rule Drezen together? Now shut your lying mouth and fight! Whatever end fate has in store for me, you will share it!
None shall escape.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was definitely hoping that the greater invisibility didn't happen. She got a 34 initiative? How did we get to her first last time? I guess she just rolled well this time. Alright. Tamari, Minagho, and then Staunton. Well. Alright, Staunton gets to go before I have my protective luck up, but at least Tamari will have her defenses up. Other than, of course, the protective luck. I don't think I'm gonna run out of key and perfect strike, so let's go ahead and use them.
Die!
Well. It is your turn. You are going to start out with... You're going to start out with reducing Staunton's attack rolls. I did not think that was going to be her first action. Alright, you are obviously starting out with... I didn't really gather my people together in here, so we're kind of all haphazard. You are obviously doing that. Zoziel needs to start out with healing already. And then he can come in to here or so. Or to here. This will work.
Be gone, fiend!
Regil. I think you're going to come in and attack Staunton.
Retreat is not an option.
Alright. Staunton is frightened. Alright, you are still going to take out Nurah. And then your follow-ups are going to go against Staunton, but he's going to cast heal on himself as he runs away. So I don't necessarily need to use key here.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Tamari. I kind of want to... Because he's just going to cast heal on himself as he runs away. So let's start in on Minagho a little bit. Except I'm probably going to miss. I don't have Fortune or having reduced her attacks at all. Or her AC at all.
Let's hear you cry.
Yeah. Alright, Camellia. You can do some Fortune. That's a chant. Oh, it's a good thing Fortune lasts more than one round. Let's do Fortune on Tamari. Ember can do fortune on land. Cackle. Soziel. He should probably do some more curing. I think this is his best curing. So let's do that. 15? Really?
Fall!
Alright, can you go fight Minagho a little bit?
Kneel before me.
Did she just get frightened? That's crazy. Is she actually frightened? She is. He ran. He didn't cast heal. Let's see if we can take out Staunton.
You won't survive me.
Run them through! You stubborn ass! You want to die for a heap of rocks? Go ahead. I'm not staying here.
Okay, I had no idea this would trigger if you take Staunton down. I thought you had to get Minagho down.
No, my dear. You are. You will either fight to the bitter end, or I'll break your delicate little neck myself with these very hands.
Are you threatening me, my mortal toy? Me? And with what? With the power I gave you. You ungrateful beast! Give me back what's mine. Take him, he's yours. And Drezen too. I don't care about this fortress. Or this halfwit. Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little passions. Your constant squabbling. Your incessant accusations and excuses. You treat each other like dirt. Push weaklings like these two into our arms. And then you have the audacity to accuse us. Punish your traitors. Countless times.
Alright, so I'm not doing this because I don't want it to sound like that I'm going to punish Staunton and Nurah. So that's why I'm doing this.
You're a clever one. Take your filthy rag. Take your befouled ruins. You can make soup out of this moron for all I care. I've had enough war. We Lily two were created for tenderness and love. Stay away from me with your swords and shields.
So this is to be my fate? I've been betrayed by people and demons alike. Now my life really is worth nothing. But that doesn't mean you won't pay for it dearly. Come on, you scumbag! Kill me if you can! I don't care anymore! You really do believe that, don't you? You really think that you can still change something? Somehow bring a cursed soul back to the light?
I can't believe I'm still lawfully evil.
I wish I could believe like you do, hope like you, but I know too well. There is no hope. I've been dead for a long time. As a matter of fact, The torment of the last few years, I might as well have spent them in the abyss. The only thing you can do for me is finish me off. Let's get this over with. To arms.
I hope his heart's just as in it as it was during Top Pai Pai's run. And like, these actions I took didn't give him some debuffs or something.
Yet another obstacle.
Alright. So, pretty much all of us... Oh, and he starts with, like, no hit points. Yeah, this is over, I think. Of course, I thought it was over last time, too.
Out of my way!
Endure this!
Alright. So, that's that. This is the save state that I'm going to keep. So let's create a hard save here. But then I'm going to go back and redo some things. Some things I want to test. Alright, so let's call this Post Sword of Valor. And now let's reload that quick save. There, test. One of them is Last Stand.
No
Let's
one stands in
restart
my
that.
way.
We have prayer up, right? Yeah, there's the prayer. One of the things I want to test is Last Stand. Let's go to Mythic Path. Last Stand. Let's bring up its description. Once per day. Now, back in the temple when we fought the Vrock Votary successfully casted Destruction on Tamari, and that activated her Last Stand. This happened roughly 10 hours ago. So it was on the 8th of Rova. We have rested since then. I want to see if Last Stand will kick in. That's one of the things I want to test. Another thing I want to test is to see how Fortune and Perfect Strike and Bit of a Luck, and maybe even the other Fortune as well. I want to see if all of those stack with each other. So I want to do 2 Fortunes on the same person, plus a Bit of Luck, and check out the attack rolls. Alright, let's go in.
Battles await.
No. I liked in Kingmaker, if you hold control down, then it would sort of ignore. Yeah, maybe it works here too. Alright. Did I forget to adjust my alignment? Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I thought. Alright, let's go in.
Let's run, sweetie. Let's go.
I'm not.
Don't you feel it?
If she kills us, then
Hello, Minagho. Greetings, Mr. Misery Guts.
right. No point in.
Staunton, darling.
I should have checked out the traders. Even Nurah showed up. I should have checked out that dialogue option.
Stop whining! Didn't you swear your eternal love to me? Promised we'd rule Drezen together? Now shut your lying mouth and fight! Whatever it...
Close ranks.
Alright. So that's one thing. Let's take out Nurah. Actually, let's leave Nurah, because giving her the what do you call it? The Bard Song will actually help Staunton hit Tamari more, which is one of the things I want to test. So here, you can just go for Minagho.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You don't need to do anything. You can wait for these three. You can fortune Tamari. Chant. Alright, so Tamari has a fortune lasting for 17 seconds. You can fortune Tamari and cackle. Fortune. You're done. You can bit of luck Tamari. Fortune, bit of luck. And now you can go for Nurah.
Die!
Alright, let's check out these attacks. They all stack with each other. So 2 fortunes, a bit of luck, and the perfect strike gives me 5 rolls on that first one. The highest one was a 19. Second one, the perfect strike only lasts for the first attack. So now we get 4. This one should get 4. There's our first crit. Did I use key? Did I not use key? I thought I used key. Yeah, it said key. So 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. Oh, there's 4th attack. There we go. Alright, finish her off.
My wounds pile on.
Okay. There we go. Last stand is active again. Okay, so that's what I want to accomplish. Now, the next thing I want to do is get my thumbnail for this video. Oh wait, I sort of want to get rid of Minagho. I want the thumbnail later. Yeah, so you can death or protective luck now. Although that actually doesn't matter yet. Soziel. Whatever. Try to get rid of Minagho.
Let's hear you cry. Kill me quickly.
Try to get rid of Minagho.
You won't survive me.
Try to get rid of Minagho.
Retreat is not an option.
Yeah. Let's do this. Try to get rid of Minagho.
Run them through. Next.
You stubborn ass! You want to die for it?
No, my dear.
Give me back what's mine! Oh, I grow so tired of you mortals. Your humdrum little... Have fun with Staunton. You take your filthy rag.
So this is to be my fate. I've been betrayed by... I regret that as well. She should have done it. But that's water under the bridge. We all make mistakes. Let's get this over with. To arms.
Save the last one for me.
Alright, and here comes the thumbnail. Looks like last stand is gone. So he should easily be able to take out Tamiri, especially if she just stands here and does nothing. Alright. You can take out Nurah.
Endure this!
Oh, we got a surprise round this time. Here, we should make it look like we tried at least. Here.
Out of this is not the end.
Oh, apparently when last stand ends, you go unconscious. I didn't know that. We learned something new. Here, this, unless he gets a couple crits, this won't be enough to
Make
kill him.
every strike count.
Hey!
This is not my time yet.
There's his last stand. Well, you gotta get Tamari back on her feet then. Otherwise, how am I gonna get my thumbnail? Oh, I can't even get a thumbnail successfully.
I've survived worse.
Stand up. Oh, come on. Here, let's move out of the way. I shouldn't even do this anymore. I mean, it's so beyond. Here, you can run over here.
This is not the end.
There we go. All that just to get this screenshot as a thumbnail. Alright, so we have successfully defeated Staunton and Minagho. Actually, we didn't even touch Minagho in this particular combat. I'd say we just defeated Staunton a couple times. Alright, thank you for joining me. We get new material. The ForkOfSpite experience going forward. Thank you for joining me. Sayonara.